Hello and welcome to this new episode of podcast in Les Éveillés. I'm in Ubud, Bali, and here today with Punnu Wasu. Thank you so much, Punnu, for your time and for welcoming at the yoga barn to record this new episode to speak about your own journey, but also more specifically about the active consciousness meditation that I had the chance also to test twice with you. So I will speak about also my experience, but before to speak about that, could you introduce yourself to my audience?
Sure. Thank you, Florian, and hello everyone. My name is Punnu Wasu. I'm originally from India, from the southern part of India. And my journey in spirituality and meditation started when I was 5 years old, and it continues until I get in touch with different kinds of modalities, and especially this one, which is, I name it active consciousness meditation. It's a very powerful, very beautiful technique, and it comes from the Oneness University back in India, where I studied for several years.
Yeah. Wow. And how did you create it this? Because active consciousness meditation, for people that don't know, it's a mix of breathwork, and I say that, and to really breathe in each chakra center. How it's come for you to mix this idea of breathwork and also with the chakra?
So this breathing technique comes from a 5,000-year-old technique called Agnisar Kriya. It's a powerful technique where we breathe at the count of 1 and 2. When you hear 1, deep inhalation. When you hear 2, rapid forceful exhalation. So this is on slow, medium, fast pace. Now, breath is the key to unlock any potentials that we have. So we have 114 chakras in the body, 112 in the body, and 2 outside the body. And in this meditation, we focus on the 7 major chakras. So there are 7 cycles of breathing, and focus on the chakra 7 also. So after each cycle, there will be a pause where we hear the number 2, exhale completely, and we hold the breath. In Sanskrit or in yogic terms, it's called Bahaya Kumbhaka or Bahir Kumbhaka, which is retention of the breath outside the body. Then you hear 1, breathe in, and we hold the breath in the body, which is called Antar Kumbhaka, retention of the breath in the body. What happens with this? With the breathing and with the pauses, it starts happening a neurobiological shift in the brain. Because as I mentioned, breath goes into the nooks and corners of each layer of the body. So the body is not just this physical body, but body is consisting of panchakoshas, which is 5 layers. The first layer is the physical body, which is called Annamaya Kosha. Anna means that the food that we eat. Then comes the Pranamaya Kosha, the pranic body. So we activate that pranic body as well. In this pranic body, there are 114 chakras interconnected with 72,000 nadis, energy channels, which when we go deeper and deeper in the breathing, if there are any blockages in any body, they start to open. And our auric field is impacted with that. Then we go into Manomaya Kosha. Man means mind. And mind itself has so many layers. So we go beyond the mind. So we go beyond the thoughts, beyond the mind, beyond the physical body. And we understand that everything is happening automatically. There is thinking but no thinker. There is seeing but no seer. There is listening but no listener. There is doing but no doer. And another realization that comes, self is just a concept. There is no person there at all. There is no one there. And we also understand that we are unconditional love, pure love. And the 11th teaching which says this whole world is a family. We are one big family. Then we go into the intellectual, into the scientific approach, which is Vijnanamaya Kosha or Jnanamaya Kosha. Vijnana means science. Jnana is knowledge, wisdom, gnosis. There is an inbuilt, it's innate within each and every one of us. Then goes the 5th layer, which is Anandamaya Kosha. Ananda means bliss. So we come to an understanding that when I'm not the thoughts, when I'm not the mind, when I'm not the body, then there is something beyond which is existing, which is experiencing all the things. That is called consciousness, and this consciousness is intelligence. And the nature of the consciousness is bliss. So we are nothing but existence, consciousness, bliss, which is Satchit Ananda in our language.
Thank you for sharing all of this. I have another question, because as I experience, for me, so it's personal, but sometimes like there is some resistance, to do the job, because like it's called active. So you have to be like, active in the breath, in the breathwork. So, for people that are listening like this episode, and maybe they can like, encounter some resistance.
Yeah.
What could you tell us? Yeah.
I encourage people to go beyond the resistance. Go deeper and deeper. Give it a try. Go as deep as one can. And there is a leap of faith that happens. As we go deeper and deeper, we become the breath. When we become the breath, something higher takes over, allowing the higher self to take over. So there is a trust that needs to happen, and then I'm holding space. My team, my angels, they are holding space. So it's a safe journey. It's designed in the laboratory of consciousness.
Yeah.
So it's a very safe technique.
Yeah. But it's interesting how like the mind, could like really take us from the freedom, if I can say that, that sometimes like it just like some fear or some doubts like just appear, during like the breathwork, because sometimes we can like, how can I say that, like really feel some uncomfortable sensation, and the mind try to understand what it is. Am I in danger, or things like that?
Yeah. So fears definitely will come up. And I always say is that the only way to come out of fear is to go into the fear. There is no other way.
Yeah.
So we have to face it. Whatever the fear, some people have fear of the waters, some people have fear of heights, other fears, psychological fears, created by the mind.
Yeah.
And until and unless you actually go and experience it, there is no coming back.
Yeah.
So you've got to face that fears. And of course, as I mentioned, we are here to support, to guide. So as one goes deeper and deeper into the journey, they come to realization, it was just a fear created by the mind.
Yeah.
I can do much more.
Yeah. It's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
Way.
Yes.
I like also like, in the active consciousness meditation that like everyone like holding hands. And it's something that I never really see like in other places. Why it's important for you that everyone, taking hands?
Yeah. So basically what we are doing with this meditation is we are helping each other, healing each other. So hands are the extension of the heart. So when we connect hands, we are actually bringing that energetic circuit we're creating an energetic circuit which starts revolving in the circle. It goes to the hands, touches the heart, and goes to the other hand, heals others. So it's like a circuit we create, a field, energetic field.
And I would like to add also, because like you just introduced you a bit, but you are also how is the name? Because you are also like doing like music.
Yes.
There is a specific word I forget.
Kirtan.
Yeah, thank you. So, like for you, music, it's also at the center of the active consciousness meditation because you have like music.
Yes.
What's the importance for you here of the music, like into this journey of the active consciousness meditation?
Yeah, so we start with music and we end with music. If you remember, we start with Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. When we chant Om, we invoke the divine. We ask the divine to be here. You know? Yeah. And then may there be peace and protection. Then we end with some mantras. Those mantras are very, very powerful. These mantras help people to integrate their process. There is also a song of my album which is called Karuna. Karuna means compassion. We ask the divine to bestow, to give compassion on humanity, because humanity as such, we all need to experience love. Yeah. Because we are love, and the needs, the human needs are to love and to be loved. Yeah. To be accepted. Yeah. So that song is asking for the divine to bestow compassion, to give compassion, have compassion.
It's so important what you said, because like in the time where we are living, it's so important, like more than ever. And you know, the name of the podcast is Les Éveillés in English. It could be like The Awakened or something like that. So do you have any advice for people that really try to awake in a way just to put more consciousness, you know, in their life?
Right, so meditations are the bridge towards awakening. Blessings are the bridge towards awakening. There are so many methods how to awaken. And as you know that there are 4 pillars of yoga. Like any structure to stand, there has to be, you know, some foundation. So Raja Yoga comes in Yama, Niyama, rules, regulations, then Asana, the physical practice, Pranayama, the breath work, then Pratyahar, Dharana, the focus, concentration, Dhyana is meditation, and Samadhi, ultimate, complete union with the cosmic consciousness. Yeah. Then comes Karma Yoga. Karma is selfless service. There are so many ways to actually reach that one beat. Then comes Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga is the yoga of knowledge, inquiry, of negating all that is, just inquiry, who am I? What is this all? What is the life purpose? What is everything? What is this universe? You know, asking, doubting. You know. And then comes the 4th one is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is the yoga of devotion. Connecting with our emotions and singing or a certain ritual or incense or candles, flowers, offering. So all this imbued with the love of the divine. So there are different ways to reach awakening, and the prerequisite for awakening is to realize that we are all prisoners of this mind. We are living in this prison called mind. And until and unless we come out of it, we don't know what it is to live. So right now, merely people are existing, waiting to die. They are not living. Because living life is a completely different process.
But what's your vision, your definition about being alive?
Being alive is to being connected with all that is, being connected to each and everything that we experience, that we do, that we are. Being alive is to be in the presence, in the present moment, in the now. Not carrying the baggage of the past, not thinking about the future, what's going to happen. It's not that you don't plan, you don't execute plans, or you don't plan your future. No, yes. But living is actually coming to the present, coming to the now. Then we are able to see life in a completely different way.
And as I listen to you, for me, like being in the present moment is the key. Also, because we speak a lot about for example, intuition or things like that. But to listen like our own intuition, it asks us to really be in the present moment.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really, like really challenging to be in this present moment. What's your insight, your tips to be able to really be in the present moment?
There are many ways, and my entire journey has been about this. There are various practices, various things that can be done. And ultimately you come to a point, all these practices are important for a certain period of time, but then comes a point, can you be with whatever it is? Let's say for example, you're brushing your teeth. Can you be aware? Can you feel how does the paste tastes? How does it feel when you brush your teeth? When you're taking shower, how does it feel when the water runs on your body? Simple things. When you are walking, can you feel how does it feel when the feet touches the ground or the grass? So being aware, being conscious, being fully here and now. Right now I'm talking to you, my meditation is going on. I'm here and now with you, 100%.
It's even if there is like two kinds of presence, like being present and being fully present. Because when I listen to you, it's like really different. Okay, I'm here. Okay, but I'm here and I kind of feel, the connection with you, like the energies. There is even like a deeper way, into this presence. What's resonating you when I sing that?
So being here means I'm here not only just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm fully present here.
Yeah. Everything is here.
Everything is here. There is a tendency when people, maybe they come to meditation, physically they are here, but they are already shopping. They are already out. So that's not being fully present. Many people are fragmented, different parts, different aspects of them. One is going here, one is going there, so many personalities, so many thoughts. There is this inner chatter going on. So many things are happening. And we miss the point of being here and now. Right now we are hearing the sound of the cricket, the sound of the nature. Being fully aware of what's happening around us, what is happening within us, what is happening in this conversation. Everything, fully aware and conscious.
I have like this question because a lot of people also sometimes ask me like, oh, like meditation is not for me. Oh no, it's not for me. I can't sit here and just meditate or things like that. So I would like to ask you, like, do you think that meditation is like for everyone or just for a specific kind of person?
Meditation is there for everything. The techniques might not resonate with everyone. Meditation is way of life. It's not sitting in a cross-legged position, closing our eyes. Meditation is adventure. Meditation is how a person is living his or her life. The whole art of living is meditation.
I want to go like in the part where you are also a teacher. I mean, you teach also like a training, like around like active consciousness meditation. Could you speak a bit about like this training and what's the benefits, you know? Because maybe it's not just for people that want to become like a meditation like teacher or whatever. Maybe just for our own journey.
Yes. Mostly it's for our own journey. Training, this is for those who take the responsibility to first of all work on themselves, and then if the inspiration comes from within, yes, I want to help others, then the training, they can take it as a being a teacher. But for that, self-practice is very, very important. And I always encourage, come for the training for you, not with the notion, not with the thought that I want to be a teacher.
We need to become our own teacher before to teach to others.
Becoming a good student first, that's the most important. Being a student of life, being open. So what we do in this 21 days, we take people through a journey of various meditation techniques. There is silent sitting, vipassana. We take people through mantras, singing. We take people through active consciousness meditation. We take people through focusing on the chakras, chanting the Bij mantras. We take people through dynamic meditations, expressing their emotions. There are various techniques that we take step by step to the complete union with the cosmic consciousness. Aside from the meditation techniques, we also take people through different tools that helps one to become a better person. If we need to better the world, we need to better ourselves. That's the first thing. So what are the tools that we use? The first and foremost is taking responsibility of our life. How can we be responsible for our thoughts, for our actions, for our deeds, and not to blame others, or not to blame ourselves or a situation? So that's the first important part, is to take responsibility. Second one is how to understand the law of the unconscious mind which rules our life. So there is this nature of the unconscious which is split into positive and negative. The nature is repetitive, compulsive, either constructive or destructive. So all these patterns, all these paradigms, all these things that are going on is coming from the unconscious mind. Consciously we promise ourselves to not to lie, not to be angry, not to speak inappropriately, but very soon we find doing this. And also many habits, many behaviors, patterns, we just keep on doing it unconsciously. These are all coming from this unconscious mind. So how to deal with this? The freedom from the unconscious creates the flowering of the heart, flowering of intelligence, creativity. So how to do this? Because conscious mind is just 5%, unconscious is 95%, and which is ruling our life. So to tackle that, we need to be connected to the superconscious. Superconscious is infinitely the most powerful tool to expedite the process. It's like an aeroplane on the runway wanting to try to take off. So what does it demand so that the plane can lift the ground? It requires tremendous velocity. So here we use the tool which is called blessings, which is sourced in the consciousness of two avatars from India, which the intent behind this blessing is to set humanity totally and unconditionally free from the suffering of the mind. Then we go into the knowing the secret, the potentials of this universe, which is called knowing the mantra. Then we go into growth formula. In life, either we are growing or we are dying. Either we are moving forward or we are moving backward. There is no static in this universe. Everything is on the move. And it's our choice whether we want to move forward or if we want to move. Then we go into healing relationships. Why relationships? Because if any relationship, we have so many relationships. Our relationship with our parents, our siblings, our partner, our children, our friends, co-workers, relationship with ourselves above all. If any relationship, if it is not all right, the whole experience of life is not all right. If in any relationship there is conflict, life becomes divisive. Perceptions begin to get distorted. You lose connection. You lose oneness. So among these relationships, there are these very, very important relationships, primal relationships. So we need to heal that. Our relationship with our parents, for instance. If anyone who has unsettled relationship with a mother, they might go through needless obstacles, unforeseen obstacles. They might also go through health issues, love relationship issues. Those who have unsettled relationship with the father, they might go through financial issues, career, job, directions, business. And having unsettled relationship with both the parents, our spiritual journey also comes to an halt. And this all cannot be proven scientifically, but these are empirical observations. You heal that and you see you will have a major breakthrough. Then we go into healing relationship with our children. How to learn the art of parenting, how to be good parents, how to bring in good citizens to this world. Then we go into healing relationship with our partner. How to bring in that love, understanding, openness, acceptance, respect. Because if in a relationship respect is gone, love eventually is gone. How to actually be aware of art of listening. How to listen. Listening not just to the other, but listening to oneself as well. So there are various levels of relationship. So we take people through a journey of healing that relationship and holistic approach towards that. And also people who are looking for partners. How to know which partner would be the right one for you. And this we request, if you are searching for a partner, it's better to work on yourself before you go into that. Working on oneself is of paramount importance. Because if you are living in a conflict state, you will attract a person who will further your conflict. If you are living in a state of oneness, in beautiful state, you will attract people who will further that state of beauty and love, peace and connectedness. Then we go into self-expansion. How to expand ourselves, how to fulfill ourselves, how to express ourselves. Then we go into Mukti Diksha. Mukti means total and unconditional freedom from the suffering of the mind. Suffering is never out there. What is out there are challenges, situations, problems in everybody's life. Externally, something is going on. But internal is the choice that we make, whether we suffer or not. Suffering is a choice. Suffering is what the mind creates. 90% of suffering is self-created.
When you say that, it comes also like to attachment.
Yeah.
Because a lot of suffering comes to the attachment of various things. I mean, attachment about like relationship, attachment about like material things, attachment about money, of whatever. What is the way to don't be attached? You know, to be a life of freedom in a way.
So, for this, a deeper understanding needs to happen. We came into this world empty-handed. And we will go empty-handed. Whatever we have got, we received it here. Whatever we have, we received it here. And we have to leave it here. So what is the point of getting attached to the property, to the relationships, to everything? It's not that you don't love. Yes, you love. You love what you do. You love what you have. You be grateful for what you have. But what is the point of attachment? You know, when we came empty-handed, when we are going to go empty-handed, the bank balance that we have, or the possessions or the things that we have, we own, are we going to take it with us? No. So, when that deeper understanding sinks in, you understand what is the point in attachment. You become detached from things.
I would like to ask you, Punnu, because we are speaking about relationship, and a lot of people asking sometimes, what is the good relationship? I mean, in the way, for me, for example, it's like, if I love someone, for me, it's important that it means I want you to be happy. And I don't want that it's like, oh, I need you. I love you, I need you. Instead of I love you, but I want you to be happy. So what's your vision here about if I can say that, a positive relationship?
So first of all, we have to understand that when you say I want you to be happy, and if you are not happy, how can you share that happiness? Right? When we go in the aeroplane, if the oxygen masks fall down, the first thing is to put the oxygen mask to yourself before you help others. So the core here is what makes human life truly extraordinary are the moments of happiness that we experience on everyday basis, every hour. Can we enjoy each and every bits and pieces that we experience in our life? Can we be happy? Happy for us, happy for others. If someone is prospering, if your friends are successful, they are reaching their goals, they are reaching their dreams, their visions, their intents, their desires. Instead of getting, there is tendency, people, how come he or she is reaching that goal and what about me? No. When you are happy and content, you will experience, I'm so happy for you. That you are having the best time of life, then it comes naturally. When you are happy. So working on it, concept again. That makes human life truly extraordinary. The moments of happiness that we manage to experience on an everyday basis.
I would like to come back to this idea to be students of our own life, because I think it's something really important. What is the exactly meaning for you when you say, we are to be the students of our life?
Yeah. So, as long as we live, we learn. The moment we stop learning, we die. There is in every situation of life, we can learn. We can learn from fellow human beings, we can learn from the plants, we can learn from the fishes, we can learn from animals, we can learn from our experiences, we can learn from our mistakes. There is always learning. The tradition that I come from, the Sikh tradition, Sikh means a student of life. As long as we live, we learn. Learning never stops.
So important to remember that, because sometimes maybe if we ask the question ourselves, am I learning now in my life? If the answer is no, maybe it's a sign that there is something to work on.
You know, in the learning leads to growth. Growth leads to contribution. Life learning is unlearning. When we talk about life learning, it's most of the part is unlearning. Unlearning limitations, unlearning divisions. How to be one, how to unite, how to experience that oneness with all that is.
I love what you say, because for me, like, it's funny in a way, because when we speak about, the awaken, most of the job of the awaken is just to unlearn, to unlearn things, to just program that we were taught, in our life.
Yeah.
So it's quite a job to unlearn things, to create space in a way, just to, I don't know if the space is for learn new things or just to experience, emptiness. I don't know. What's your mind?
Well, it's everything. So let's say, for example, what is freedom? Freedom is freedom from the senses. All these senses, the sight, when we see, wherever our attention goes, energy flows. Smell. We smell something good, our energy flows there. We listen to good music or nature sound, energy is good. We taste something, energy goes there. We touch something, energy goes there. So, freedom from senses, freedom from civilization, freedom from society, freedom from attachment to things, possessions, position. So, freedom from life is enlightenment. But you are free. Then there is this bliss, which we talk about, Ananda. Ananda, we live in that immense ecstatic state, abiding into that. There's nothing to here that you can hold on to, there's nothing to let go, because you are one with everything.
I'm curious, do you believe in reincarnation?
See, in our system of Sikh and Hindu tradition, the scriptures, they say that each and every one of us has been reincarnated. At least 84 million species we have all gone through before we became human beings. Being a human is a very high level, that there is a tendency that you can merge into the light that we came from, that we can elevate, that we can evolve into the higher super being. So it could be a personal experience that you experience some, past life, or if I believe or if I don't, it has to be my own experience, you know. So yes, I have experienced my past lives. So yes, there is reincarnation.
Yeah. No, I ask you that because with this new age trends, like a lot of people are really like putting focus on past life, and I was just curious to have your insight, based on the fact that it's important to heal, like relationship in this present life. I'm just curious about your thoughts about the fact to heal relationship, like in past life, for example.
Yeah, so one of my past life, I was in Sri Lanka, a Brahmin, and I had the same parents that I have now, and I needed to heal my relationship that lifetime, but I was not able to. So I received the same opportunity to heal my relationship with my parents this lifetime. And by the divine grace, I was able to heal that relationship with them, internally and externally. So that gives me immense happiness and joy that with the divine grace, it's possible to heal that. Because if we don't do that, the karma theory follows.
Yeah, in the next life.
In the next life. And we continue the same loop. Life after death, death after life, and continue experiencing that.
Yeah. I will ask you a naive question, but it's just like also for the audience. Do you think that it's possible to heal like those karma, in our like current life?
Yes, it's possible. With the divine grace, with the connection, connecting, with meditating, with deeper understanding that we are not separate from anyone. Whatever and any situation that triggers us, it is something within us that gets triggered. So yes, once you sit with it, when you experience the suffering, then it takes you to joy. I always talk about the art of suffering is, anyways you're suffering, so why not enjoy your suffering? Why to suffer the suffer?
I love the idea.
Enjoy the suffering.
Yeah.
Also there are many things that come into role. Ego comes in, and ego plays different games. Ego wants to dominate and refuses to dominate, to be dominated by others. It wants to say, hey, I am right and you are wrong, and let me tell you how wrong you are. The ego plays games and it wants to survive.
It wants to exist.
To be seen, significance. Look at me, how important I am. So all that ego games they play. And if nothing works, then the ego puts masks. There is this mask that we put, and we are not the original. We are personalities. We fake, become hypocrite. So these are also, we take people through journey in the meditation trainings. The Olympics of ego, the art of suffering, inner integrity, the bond with the divine, entering the chambers of the divine, and so many other things that help people to actually go through a process. Practice those tools. Apply it in our daily life. See, when people finish this 21 days of training with us, they'll go back home, they'll fall back into their habits. But if one takes a conscious effort, okay, I'm going to spend 20 minutes at least, 30 minutes, helping others. I'm going to do one meditation a day, or two meditations. Slowly, by and by. The more we help others, the more help we receive. it's a selfless, without any expectations. I just want to help.
So your next training, I think it's in April in Bali.
Yes.
Because you are based like in Bali, but also in Switzerland, if I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, are you like doing training in both country? How?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I do trainings here in Yogaban in Bali, and also in Yogi's Garden, which is I'm doing advanced training there in April and May, and then the next training in Switzerland will be in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2025.
Yeah. Okay.
Next year.
So guys, if you're interested, like I really invite you just to look at the description like below to find all the information about the website of Punnu. You can see like the training, the event, because you are also organizing some events like music events, things like that. If you want to speak a bit about that.
So music is my passion. Music is food for the soul. So I do kirtan trainings, sound healing trainings. Right now we are in the middle of Soul Symphony, which is a 5 days program. I also do Reiki trainings. And you see, the work that I do is not work, it's a passion. You know, that when you do something that you really love doing it, it's not tiring.
Yeah.
Work becomes worship. Work becomes joy. You enjoy, you play. You actually are so happy with what is happening. And the biggest thing that gives me happiness when I see people when they come with the help of the divine grace, there is a transformation happening. That gives me immense joy, happiness to see that yes, they are happy, that gives me more happiness. That I'm able to help, that I'm able to bring something in their life.
I'm really grateful that you take this time because just for your information here, it's like 8 a.m. and Punnu will like just continue after that with like with your training, like with your students. So thank you again for creating this space in your agenda to having me here and record this podcast. Do you have like a last thing that you want to share before just the wrap up of this episode?
Yeah. See, humanity as such is going through a brink. It's a colossal transition which we are all going through. So deeper understanding is needed. Compassion is needed. So for that to happen, each and every one of us, we need to work on ourselves. See, many times I get a question that why there are so many wars and disillusionments, fights, quarrels, communal rights happening in this world. So we have to understand that we are not separate from each other, we are one consciousness. Whatever is happening in France, in other countries, Ukraine or Syria or Gaza or any part of the world, we are not disconnected from them. Their pain is our pain. When we experience that and we take an active step and we work on, I need to better myself so that I can be a better version. Wherever I go, I bring in myself. And truly, authentically, really, how can I elevate my states of consciousness so that I can help? Helping each other. First of all, loving yourself, not in an egoistic way, but really, truly abiding into the true nature of yourself, which is unconditional love. Then only you will be able to love others. Accept yourself. Are you able to accept your past, your personalities, your childhood, your body, your abilities, your emotions? Then only you will be able to accept others. So my last message to the audience is, see that you can bring about that happiness, that joy in your life, and help others.
Thank you so much, Punnu, for your time, for this beautiful conversation. I'm full of gratitude. So thank you so much. Thank you also to you to listening all this episode. Do not hesitate to share in comments your thoughts, what resonates in you. And again, you can find all the information about Punnu in the description. So do not hesitate to have a look of all the services that he offers. It's really beautiful. And I also experienced the active consciousness meditation twice here in Bali, and it was a really great experience. So I really invite you to be curious and to give it a try. I think again it comes to be a student of our life and to experiment things. So thank you to you, and thank you again, Punnu, for your time and for this conversation. Thank you so much.
Merci.